Hey guys, so this is, I guess, the first episode of season 6, the first vlog style anyway, of Project Golf Course Lawn. Can't believe it's been 6 years already. Based on what I was telling you guys in the live stream, that my goal for this year is to maintain the lawn at ½ an inch or just slightly under, and that it's been at 3/4 of an inch pretty much all of last year. I thought, let me get ahead a little bit of the full spring scalping by taking a little bit off now, because I've got almost 12,000 square feet that I have to deal with, and having to do all of that in one go would be kind of painful. So I'm not gonna go obviously all the way down. I'm not gonna go under ½ an inch, which is where I would need to be to maintain ½ an inch throughout the year. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably take it down to just over ½ inch or so, from 3/4 of an inch down to ½ inch. I've been cutting it just to kind of keep just to kind of knock it off, keep some stripes going in the lawn. But my goal today, at least I can't leave well enough alone and I'm kind of bored, is to do a light scalping of the lawn. So when I say scalping in late January, early February is kind of a doesn't make a whole lot of sense, kind of crazy, but it's not a full scalp. It's not the scalp of the lawn that's going to represent the height of cut that the lawn is going to be at when I'm actually into the growing season. This is really just kind of trying to save myself a little bit of work when late February, early March comes around. So I'm trying to get ahead of it just a little bit, because it's a lot of material that I'd have to take out in total. So I figure, why not take out, 0.15, maybe 0.20 of an inch today, and then let the lawn sit. And then next month, when I'm ready to really go for it, I've got less work for myself. So that's the plan anyway. Plus it gives you guys something to do and to comment about, and give me some hate in the comments saying I'm doing it all wrong. So let's get to it. So what I'm gonna be using to do that, you guys see I've got the True Cut out. The Greensmaster is still off getting service, so it's not going to be, obviously I wouldn't, come on, let's be real, I can't use my baby for this. This is like grunt work. I got to use like the Titan, right? The True Cut. So the True Cut's going to be coming in to help out with that. I've already used the AccuGauge to check my height. I've got it set at just over ½ inch right now. So on my mower, that is, you guys can see where notch-wise, like where that sits. Now, do not look at that and say that, if you decide you're gonna scalp your lawn, not now, but I mean, whenever you decide you're gonna scalp your lawn, that, that notch, so where we're at, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way from the 5 up from the bottom, corresponds to ½ inch, because every mower, every True Cut is slightly different. So you really need to get an AccuGauge or find someone that has one, or conversely, get like a straight bar and a precision ruler to measure yourself to see how which one of those notches corresponds to. So don't just take what I'm doing and say, oh, I'm gonna get the same result. So checked it with the AccuGauge, mower's all set up. I think it's time to do a little something, guys. I got the bin here to get all the clippings and throw them in there. I've been cutting with the True Cut anyway since the Greensmaster's been out, just to to kind of fill my my need to do something in the lawn. But I figure, why not just get ahead of it just a little bit? So I will throw the camera on the tripod, and you guys will get to see a little bit of that happening. See you in a bit. So there you go, guys. The entire back lawn and part of the swale area was done. I was able to get that part done. I haven't done the front lawn as yet. I'll probably leave that for maybe next weekend. But overall, you can see how it looks, guys. It didn't come out too bad. Again, taking off a 1/4 inch is not a ton of material. You're only seeing brown in a few small spaces. One thing that's interesting though is that the lawn still really truly hasn't gone fully dormant. There's still some sections of the lawn, especially out here where I top dressed last year. Take you guys out here so I can give you a better look. Like in this area right in here, you can see how there's still quite a bit of green. Again, it's not like summer green, but there's still some green haze, some grass all in there. So one thing that's interesting too is because the True Cut has a so much longer wheelbase than the Greensmaster. You can see over here by this crest area, not super happy about that, but this crest area went a little bit lower than I would have liked. You're seeing quite a bit more brown there than I would like, but it's okay. It's Bermuda. It will come back, right? It's a beautiful thing. I'm actually really glad I did this because it saves me what would have been a ton of work in about 6 weeks, whenever, you know, late February, early March, whenever I do get to scalping this thing. You guys can see how much material came out. And this isn't even all of it. This is, you know, this trash can was pretty much empty. And you can see how full that is. And that's not even all of it, because I have like a little compost heap around this side of the house. I dumped up like 3 loads there, but yeah, quite a bit came out even for only taking out just a little bit. One thing that's also interesting is this half of the lawn. So if we're looking at the lawn from here, right? So just to orient you guys, there's Alex's lawn over there. This half of the lawn, literally every 2 to 3 passes, I would have to dump out the catch basket. Whereas over here, this side, I cut literally this entire second half, this right side, with only twice. We'll only have to dump it twice. So for some reason, the turf grows a lot denser on this left side than the right side. Again, granted, the lawn is sloped that way, but you know, that area is a lot denser. So if any of you guys have any theories as to why, I'd be interested in hearing it. But yeah, well, there you go, guys. Start of the season. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. A little experiment I wanted to run, saying, you know, if I take off a little bit now, ahead of having to do it in March, you know, how much trouble do I save myself? I don't think it's really gonna hurt the lawn. Again, it's Bermuda. It's not really it's kind of hard to do anything that's gonna really permanently hurt it. But love to hear you guys' thoughts. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. This is the start of season 6. I am looking forward to seeing how the lawn develops, guys. And again, if I can help with anything, definitely let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing day.